before they fulfill their desires. Such a waste of existence.
is on here. Are we on? Hello? Yeah, I think it's kind of halfway on. Got a mic? Yeah, it's not very loud, is it? Oh, for some reason it's set the mic to minus dB here. This is just the most amazing. If any of you have ever worked with OBS, this is just the most amazing thing. Hi, my name is Double Tribble, and I was going to try another IRL today. I really can't do IRLs that much around here because there's no cell service in New Hampshire, so I'm kind of screwed. So is that better? That's a little bit louder. All right, I guess I got to close mic it. Maybe that'll work. So what I did is I went out this morning and we had a ton of rain last night, and I mean it just came down. I've maybe twice in my life I've seen it rain that much. It's just a ton of rain all at one time, and everything was flooded around here. And so I wanted to get out earlier this morning to look at that. There's a brook right next to the house here, and I wanted to go out there and look at it. And it had gone down a little bit. It was higher yesterday, but anyway, that's what I wanted to try to get an IRL of, and I shot this me just walking down my driveway and over to this brook and stuff on my GoPro. And I've been fighting with that. I'm sorry I started a little bit late because I've just been fighting with this, trying to get this to, I couldn't get the this little these little things. Let's see here. Where is it? I gotta eject it from that. Anyway, those little things that go on the side here, the little cards, what do they call them? Micro SD cards. None of my computers would read my micro SD card reader, so I had to find another computer. Anyway, I finally have the file on this computer that I'm streaming on now. So that's where I'm at. But I wanted to start the stream because I didn't want you guys to sit there and listen to my opening any longer than you had to. Because it bothers me when somebody does a 45-minute opening on their stream. It's just kind of, So I'm going to keep at least less than 10 minutes. So what I want to do now is I want to try to get this video that I just shot onto the stream. Now I tried just taking it as a video source. OBS does not want that for some reason. It won't even show up in their stuff. If I say, give me a media source, browse for the file, it doesn't show up. So it's really bizarre. Maybe I can just type it in here. Let me try that. No, it won't even let me type in there. That's kind of weird. I wonder if there's a problem with this. All right, I'm gonna try one more thing here. I'm gonna play this on my local computer here. Then I'm gonna try to open that up as a window. So I can't believe that all of this is just me not knowing how to use this software. I mean, it seems like it's buggy to me. If anything, the user interface is buggy, right? If you can't figure it out, I've been using computers for over 4 decades now, or how many decades now? Yeah, about 4 decades. So, if I can't figure it out, then then it's a problem. And I know there are a lot of people out there that, you know, with videos and whatnot, complaining about how difficult it is to get OBS to work. And I got the same issue here. All right, let's see. All right, I added this as a window on my OBS. Oh, there it is. Okay, we got it. Okay, I think we're going to get it. Good. Now you won't be disappointed. As if you care. Let's see. All right, so now I got to shuffle these things around. I'm using the studio mode. So what I do is as you guys are watching my mug on this stream, behind the scenes here, I'm flipping things around and moving stuff around and getting it queued up. You know, so that it will be, so that I can say transition, and then it will transition to the new scene. So what I need to do now is get this looking pretty before I transition it. Okay, there we go. All right, let me transition it, see what we got. All right, can you guys see that? Can you still hear me? Let me see if my mic is still working. You never know. I've had the mic cut out just from doing dumb, you know, something completely unrelated, and it will. Hello? Yeah, yes, I guess that's pretty good. Well, that's okay. There's no sound in this anyway. Well, there should be sound, but I'm not going to be able to do it. So, because of the way we're doing this. So, all right, let me shrink me down so you can see the picture. Okay, so this is me. This is my IRL today. I didn't put a lot of effort into it. Just walked out my door and started walking down the driveway and turned on the camera as I was walking down the driveway. And so you can see where this little brook is and what it's like around my house here. Right, let me start playing this. I'm gonna start this, and as I start this, I'm gonna run and turn down that fan because I think you can hear that's too loud. Okay, yeah, I think that fan was kind of competing with me a little bit. All right, so this is my driveway. I sat down the camera for a second to adjust some stuff and then went for my little walk here down my driveway. So as you can see, it's a rural area. Most of the places around here are nice. This particular building right here is an old, 100 years old at least, I think. And it used to be a factory. You know, when they took power from the brook, you know, they put paddle wheels up and take power from with water flowing. And that little building there was used to. Or I don't think it was that building. I think that's a newer building actually. But there, on that same location, there used to be a factory where they made little pegs for something. I'm not sure what they were for, but anyway, it was a little factory. And I wanted to get out there earlier. We got all this traffic here out there now. There's a ton of traffic out there, and I don't like walking out there when there's a lot of traffic. But this is kind of a main road through New Hampshire, actually. So it gets traffic, you know. I mean, comparatively. I mean, you know, yeah. I mean, if you live in a city or something, you probably think I'm crazy thinking that was traffic, right? So, yeah, most of the time there aren't a lot of cars on it. So there's the brook, right? Right next to my house. I can hear the brook from my house. And it was pretty loud last night because from the rain. The rain came, and then an hour later it just got really roaring loud. It takes a couple hours for the water to run off the watershed into this little brook here. But you can see those plants there that are knocked over. That water was high up over those plants and just knocked them over. You know, normally plants don't grow in the middle of a brook like that, but they were growing there because it was drier. There was less water there, so they could grow. But now they got knocked over by the water. Yeah, this is kind of shaky, I guess. I'll have to figure out some kind of a gimbal or something for that. They have a setting on this that makes it even a wider angle. And that might make it look less shaky. And the wider angle you use, the less shaky the camera is. But I think that wide angle is just, it doesn't actually change the optics. It's just a digital thing, so it probably wouldn't make any difference. But normally, like on a camera, video camera or something, if you're optically use a wider angle, the shakes don't show up as badly. It doesn't look as shaky. And if you use a telephoto, then it looks really shaky. You can't even just, if you get a really long telephoto, you can't even hold the camera. You can't do a handheld shot because it's too shaky. You have to use a tripod. But I'll have to figure out some sort of a gimbal for this thing, something that'll make it less shaky when I try to do these IRLs. So this isn't a real IRL. In fact, look, I got the wrong title here on my. I got the wrong title on my stream here. Let me see if I can fix that. God, I do that. I wish they would set that up so that it would have. So that you just type in the title one time and then it would change it everywhere. But it doesn't do that. You got to type the title in three different places in order for it to change properly. Okay, so here, let me hit Q title. Here we go. Okay, new title. And I have the wrong category too. Although technically this isn't an IRL, is it? This is me talking about a video that I took. So I don't know if this is IRL. This is virtual IRL, I guess. All right, I'll change it to IRL, I guess. It's not really an IRL, but that's kind of what I want to do. So this is there's the brook. This is a little bridge that goes over the brook, and I don't know if you noticed. Let me back that up a little bit. What did I do here? Whoops, sorry. See all that debris? Look at that. On this road here that goes over the brook. See all those rocks and everything on. Look at that. See all those rocks? Oh yeah, you can see my little cursor there, can't you? Look at that. So all these rocks are from water flowing from here. So that brook I can't imagine it got as high as that bridge, but it may have been that it came down the road here or something and then cut across or something. Because I can't imagine that water got over that bridge. I don't see how that was possible. But there was water flowing there yesterday or last night or whatever. So that's it. I mean, everywhere. I haven't checked out the reports yet. I'm sure there are a lot of people who had, got their places flooded out and stuff. So there's the. Okay, I'll look this way. I think I have my camera reversed. That's my right hand. That should be... That looks like my left hand, doesn't it? This is the other side of the brook, the other side of the bridge. These trees never used to be this. I mean, you used to be able to, from this spot right here, you used to see all the way down the brook all the way down there. But now these trees have grown over, and you can't see it from the bridge anymore. But see how low that? I mean, that's 20 feet or something. There's no way that the water was that high. I don't think. But it's running pretty quickly there right now. Sometimes if it doesn't rain for a while, it'll get to where it's almost completely dry, where there's almost no water in it at all. So there's my truck. Some guy drove up here. Yeah, I don't know if he's a worker or something. He was dressed in orange, so I think he may have been a worker from the state or something, or somebody. Maybe just to check things out after the storm or something. And that church there, that's an old church. I forget how old that is. It's not really in use, but they use it in the summer. They'll open it up for a few times, and to have services and stuff in there. But usually it's not used. They use another one in another part of town. Yeah, this is really shaky. I gotta get something. I'm sure there are videos out there on YouTube on how to make a homemade gimbal for something. That'd be something I could do on stream. Build that on stream. I mean, it's not that much. I could probably just even hang something underneath the camera, like a weight or something, right? That would get with springs on it or something. I don't know. I don't need an active, thing. I don't think. So, yeah, it's just walking along this road. I mean, you can find just about anything. I've seen, a lot of times, driving or walking on a road, a bear will come running across the road, or moose. I saw a moose once, not on this road, but from this road. I saw him. All kinds of other little critters. So I'm gonna walk down. I'm gonna walk down here and see if there's something else. I can see down here. There was some more views down this way. is running pretty swiftly there. I fell in that brook once. I was flying a drone, one of those little teeny drones. I was flying it on my property, but it got away from me and flew over and landed in this. It landed in the brook, or actually it was the other side. I think we're close to the other side. It was in the brook, but it was close to the other side, so I had to walk across the brook. And it wasn't flowing too bad, but I stepped on a slippery rock and fell right in it. It was pretty funny. So maybe I'll do some more IRLs around here, because it's a beautiful area, really. Just all kinds of natural stuff and a lot of old buildings and stuff. If you're into architecture and that kind of thing, and history, and all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah, I should have walked up to my garden here, but I was running out of time, so I really wanted to just get done with this. That driveway held up pretty good with all that rain, actually. It's not too bad. There's somebody down about a half mile or mile from where I'm at here, and his entire driveway just went right out right across that road I was just walking on there, all the way across it. Okay, I guess that's it. That's the end of my IRL. It was a short IRL, but so that's where I live, or part of the area where I live. Now I've got to figure out here. I never noticed it before. Now, see, this is completely reversed, and I have no idea why it's reversed. But you see this. This is not how my setup is, right? This is, if you looked at my other videos, it's reversed. It's flipped. And when I look at my webcam, it's not reversed, so I know it's OBS that's doing it. There, and I look at the property. Yeah, I look at the properties for my camera, and it looks okay. I'm overexposed. I guess I could fix that, couldn't I? So, yeah, I'll try to do some more IRLs around here. There's just a lot of cool things. Maybe go on a hike or something with a camera, and just do it like a virtual hike or something. Through, I don't know. I'll figure it out. This is really bizarre. I'm totally dumbfounded why this has swapped this all of a sudden. I haven't changed anything. Nothing. This is the same video source, everything that I've had all along, and now it just decided to reverse it. There's no rhyme or reason to it at all. This is amazing. And I don't see anything on this OBS that allows you to change anything like that. I go to the properties on the webcam, right, and it doesn't do anything. Well, maybe a filter. Maybe a filter got put in here somehow. Now when I go to the filters, the preview on a filter has it correctly. It doesn't have it reversed. I wonder if did I do something with the... This is just so bizarre, man. God, I just, I, you know, I don't understand why, why they do it like this. Another program that is like that is GIMP, that image editing program. Another one. The shittiest user interface I've ever seen. Almost as bad as OBS. It's incredible. So let's see here. We get, oh, there we go. Okay. So what it was when I was adjusting, all right, let me, here, I'll do this and I'll show you guys exactly what happened. All right. Let me change out of studio mode. So now you can see, I think you can see, there we go. So this is what I see. This is the screen that I see on my side, where I fiddle around with it and get it looking nice, and then I hit transition, and then it goes live, and then you don't see me fiddling around with it. But now I'm going to show you. This is how I fiddle around with it. So this is apparently what happened. I was trying to adjust this thing, right? I've got this video here. Whoops. Can you see my cursor? No, you can't see my cursor on this. But you see the ground here. I'm looking at the ground here with the camera on the video. And then I want to adjust. I want to take my mug here and I want to put it down in the corner. So I slide it around like this, and there are little points on the corners of this image here that I can grab and make it bigger and smaller. But watch what happens when I go past 0 on making it small. Look what it does. See that? So I can grab, and then so it's, when you go past 0, apparently it inverts it. Who knew? So I must have accidentally done that as I was adjusting this thing. Okay, it's a cool feature, right? But God, they should warn you or something. Beep maybe, or I don't know what you do to make that better. But or put a little prompt there maybe when you flip it to confirm. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've designed user interfaces, so I don't know. Let me make that one go away up beneath it there. All right, so go back to studio mode. Okay, that's better. My plant's on this side. My plant there, see? Lots of plants. I got lots of plants. That's something I can do. One of these days maybe I'll do a stream where I work on my plants, repot them or something. Talk about them. I do have a show and tell though. I did a, let me make sure my mic is still on. Maybe when you invert your video, it automatically cuts out your mic, just as a convenience to the user, Is the mic still on? Yep. Mic still on? I don't know. Holy criminy. Look at this. Hello? Oh shit, did it start? Okay, why? Why did it just start working? I didn't... Hello? No. I can't tell if it's working or not. Let me look at my... I go over here and actually go to my... So watch my stream on Twitch. That's the only way I know how to do this. To find out if I'm actually... things are working or not, is to actually watch the stream on another computer on Twitch. I can't rely on anything from OBS at all. You know, I have no idea. You know, it'll look like it's working just fine in OBS. Yeah, okay, it seems to be, it's working now. The mic is working. So I'm pretty sure the mic went out at some point. I have no idea why it went out. I didn't adjust anything on audio at all. All I did was go back and forth. I went from studio mode into regular mode and then back into studio mode. And apparently that was enough to say bye-bye mic. You know, it cut out the mic. So anyway, what I was showing you there, I don't know how much of it you heard, but I was talking about how my image was reversed. If you go back, if you're on the VOD, you can back up and look at this and see that early in the stream, this image was reversed. There's all these plants over here on this side. They were on the other side. The whole image was reversed. And apparently when you're adjusting the size of the video, if you go too far, it flips it. It flips the image. So I'm sure that's a feature, and they thought that was really cool, but just confused the hell out of me. You know, there was no indication that it was doing that. I didn't notice it when it did it. You know, that was just really bizarre. I'm gonna check the audio again, just to make sure. Maybe waving my hands like this causes the audio to cut out. Who knows? Yeah, apparently, I don't know. All right, so let me get back to some content here instead of dissing on OBS. I was going to do an IRL. In my IRL, I should have kept walking here on the up the driveway to show you my garden. And last night, all that water messed up my my radishes here. See how they got all cracked open like that? This is my radish. I was going to pick it yesterday. I thought, I'll give it another day. And then all that rain came and then it cracked it open. Which is not, I mean, you know, you don't eat radishes this way. If you're going to use it as garnish or something, whoops, maybe. But, so I pulled it out this morning and it's got that crack in it. But I'm going to use it this morning. I haven't had breakfast yet, so I guess I'm going to have lunch for breakfast. Have some hummus, and I'll cut this up and put it in there. I think you can put radish leaves in. You can eat radish leaves, I think. I'm not sure. Can you? Can you eat radish leaves? I'm not sure. Let me check something here. The stream yesterday that I did the whole stream and then found out that the somehow the zoom, this webcam I'm using has a digital zoom built into it, into the camera, that you can adjust. And apparently, yesterday's stream I did, for whatever reason, I'm sure it's a feature somebody thought was really cool, that when you power down your webcam and power it back up, that it will zoom in a little bit. Right? That's a feature that they decided to put in there. So for my whole stream, I was, you know, just really close on my face. That's okay. It didn't matter. So that's my radish. I got my garden actually worked out pretty good this year. A lot of stuff I planted didn't work, but I could tell early enough that it wasn't going to work, that I planted more stuff. So, and then I had some volunteers that came up, volunteer tomatoes and volunteer spaghetti squash. I got a ton of spaghetti. And I've got just a tiny little garden. And I'm going to end up with like 5 or 6, large spaghetti squashes, which is really cool. If you've never eaten spaghetti squash, it's really a cool vegetable. You bake it, and you can just slice it in half and lay it down in some water in the oven and bake it. And then when it's done, you take a fork and just scrape the inside of it. And it looks like spaghetti. That's why they call it spaghetti squash, right? It comes off in little strands, and it looks just like spaghetti. So you can, if you're trying to cut back on your, your simple carbs or whatever, you don't want to eat a lot of pasta, a lot of, flour-based product, or if you got what is that called? Gluten. What do they call it? Gluten allergy or whatever. I forget what they call it. Gluten, by the way, is just protein. For those of you who don't know, you hear people talking about gluten. Oh, I'm trying to avoid gluten or gluten this, gluten that. It's protein. That's all it is. It's just the specific name of the protein, or the category of protein in flour. So in bread or anything like that, the protein is the gluten. And when you have high gluten flour, that's what they use to make pizzas. Where they make the pizza and they flip it and spin it and do all this stuff with it. The reason they're able to do that, if you ever tried that at home with just regular old flour, it doesn't work so well. You got to have a high gluten flour, or you can make the gluten the flour more glutinous. Is that a word? Glutinous, less starchy. Yeah, there are two major things, right, in flour. There's the gluten, the protein, and the starch, which is a carbohydrate. And you can take flour and mix it up and put it in a dough, and then soak it in water and mush it around a little bit, and the starch will dissolve into the water, and you'll end up with a higher gluten flour dough that way. So if you want to make a pizza, and you don't, and all you have is just regular old bread flour, and you want it to be real stretchy like like they do in pizzerias and stuff, that's what you can do. You can also make seitan. Have you ever heard of seitan? I'm a vegan, by the way. Been a vegan forever. more than 4 decades, and I've been a vegan. So I can, if you have any questions about veganism, how to be a vegan, how to food, nutrition, any of that stuff, I can help you with that. So if you've ever heard of this stuff called seitan, don't ask me how to spell it. It's a weird spelling, but it's kind of it's supposed to be like a meat substitute or something. You can buy it in the store. It's called, I think it's SEITAN. I think. I forget how you spell it. But if you want to make that yourself, you can make that at home with just flour and water. You make a dough, regular old flour, flour and water, and make a dough, and stretch it around a little bit, and then stick it in water and soak it for a while, and then just knead it in the water and rinse it, and keep rinsing it over and over and over, and eventually you'll rinse out all of most of the starch, and you end up with just the gluten part of it, and that's what they call seitan. And then you can put flavors into it. You can put, tamari sauce or soy sauce or something like that in it, and or flavoring like would be a good sage. I guess would probably be a good flavoring for that. I don't know, but that's if you want to make your own seitan, that's a way to do it. I've gotten off the topic here, off my IRL topic. Maybe I should change this to just chatting. That's okay. I think I'm gonna wrap up this stream. I didn't want it to be that long. Well, it's only an hour, so. Well, it's not even an hour. I guess we can go a little bit longer. Let me change it from IRL here, since the IRL is done. I'll change it from IRL around my house to chatting around my house. How's that? We'll change it to just chatting. There, I think that works. Did that change? I think that changed it, didn't it? Chatting around my house in New Hampshire. Okay. All right, now that I changed that, let me make sure my mic is still on, because anything you do can... Yeah, my mic is still on. Anything you do, any little thing you do can cut out your mic. For those of you who are interested in streaming, you need to know that. If you do any little thing, it'll cause your mic to go out. Oh, hey, first time chatter. Hi, Swiss R, how are you? Thank you for joining the stream. You're my second. Yeah, well, thank you for welcoming me to Twitch. Have you been on Twitch a long time? Oh, that's a long time. Yeah. Wow. 7 years. That's pretty cool. And you're a streamer too. Cool. What do you stream? IRL? Okay. So that's probably why you came, because I had IRL on my thing. Switzerland. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Switzerland is really cool. I've been to Switzerland before. I went skiing in Switzerland. I actually skied to Switzerland from Austria. Let's see, walking around and showing nice places. Yeah. Come back soon. All right. Okay, I'll have to check out your channel. Everybody check out Swiss R's channel if you want to look at IRL in Switzerland. I was in Switzerland many years ago. I went to Europe and I went skiing in Austria, Innsbruck, Austria, and ended up skiing all the way into Switzerland, just following the trails and stuff. It's kind of funny. Do you know your roots? Right, do you know your roots? Nice. My roots. Yeah, Europe. I'm obviously European. Mostly, anyway. So, if that's what you meant by roots. Maybe you're talking about this route that I was showing earlier. I don't know if you were with the stream when I was talking about these routes. Maybe that's what you were talking about. I'm not sure what you were talking about. Yeah, I do know my roots. Let's see, have some even Swiss roots. Yeah, I have Sweden. I think I have Sweden roots. Sweden. Yeah, I think my ancestors were Vikings or something. Amish people in Germany, Austria, and Austria. Ah, Sweden. Nice, you know. Okay. Huh. Cool. Yeah, a lot of those are Sweden and Finland and some of those. I haven't actually been to Finland, but yeah, I haven't been around Europe that much. I haven't traveled too much. But I did get there for a little bit. Took a train ride, real long train ride from where was it? Paris, I think. From Paris all the way into Innsbruck, Austria. And went through all those little towns, you know. Was it Liechtenstein and all those that little country, and it's really nice scenery. It's beautiful through that area. Amish are from Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. Huh, yeah, it's very beautiful through there. It's beautiful here in New Hampshire too. I'm originally from California, so you know, it's quite different. You know, we have 4 seasons and everything here. And yeah, Switzerland, you have seasons too. Florida, California, and Vegas. Yeah. Yeah, I made a lot of trips to Vegas from California. I didn't really like going to Vegas. It's much different now. When I was much younger, it was, you know, old Vegas. I don't know if you've probably seen movies or TV shows or whatever about old Vegas. But it was much different than it is now. It's more family friendly now. It used to be just only for adults. And it was just, you know, strip clubs and gambling, and, you know, it was a completely different situation. Was there last century? Yeah, last century, yeah. Yeah, I haven't been to Vegas since the 20th century, yeah. Yeah, it's funny to talk about that, I think. Because I spent um, I've spent more time in the 20th century than the 21st century. So, so, yeah. Getting old. It's funny when you talk about things in terms of centuries, you know. So, yeah, I don't know if you how much of my stream you caught there, but yeah, we did it. I can't do IRLs here because we don't have cell service through most of the area I'm in here. So I can't do, a real IRL, live IRL. So I have to, record it first on on my little GoPro here that I bought a long time ago. And, it's the old version, but it works. It takes good pictures. So, but it doesn't. I try to hang on to it and it shakes. So I got to figure out some sort of thing to make the pictures a little bit better. Army, Air Force, yeah. Yeah, everybody has to own a gun too, right? Everybody has to have a rifle in their home. It's required by law, right? In Switzerland, isn't that what it is? Yeah, yeah. Everybody here in New Hampshire has a gun in their home too, just about. I think maybe not everybody, but it's not required by law. Just the Army people have to have it. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Swiss. Is Switzerland still considered neutral on a lot of stuff? Or that's always been the thing. That's the, yeah, that's their thing. They try to stay as neutral as possible. It's worked out for them so far. Yeah. So, yeah. I'll probably will never make it back to Europe again. I doubt it. I don't do that much traveling at all. I'm trying to avoid traveling actually because of all the CO2 you create by hopping on a plane, flying all over the world. Or it's just. I live in a beautiful place. Why do I need to, blow CO2 into the atmosphere and travel all over the place, and it's beautiful here, so I don't need to do that. And plus, you can meet people online right here. I'm talking to somebody in Switzerland right now. So Napoleon told us to be neutral. Okay. Well, now you can travel while watching. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I can. That's pretty cool. Places I would never ever go to. I can watch the IRL streams and get a feel for it, almost as if you're there. I mean, it's it's kind of uncensored. You just get real time uncensored, just as if you were walking through the area yourself. Switzerman and write German. Huh. Well, now you can travel while watching. English, yeah. Everybody in Europe speaks at least 2 languages. In the U.S., most people are monolingual, but in Europe, I think they teach them. Usually, I think they teach them English at least, and in their native language, and maybe more. I think is how they do it. I don't know. Is that French? I guess. Hello? Or I don't know French. So I try to use my English here. Yep. You're in Switzerland right now though, right? Yeah. Okay. Middle of Switzerland, yeah. Yeah, I remember it was when I was skiing, going up to the top of the Alps and just looking out over the Alps in Switzerland. It was just so beautiful. I got one picture of it. This was back when they didn't have digital. It was, you had 16 shots in your camera, and I used one of my shots for that. I remember that. I used one of my shots to take a picture of the Swiss Alps while I was skiing. It's a beautiful country, beautiful area there. Yeah, yeah. I imagine almost everybody. Yeah, 24 shifts. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, those were the days. You had to really, and you had to. In the early days, you didn't even have any way to meter it. You just had to kind of go by. If it's daylight, you set the aperture so much and all that kind of stuff. It was pretty complicated. But yeah, and you try to decide whether or not you would take the picture or not. Is this worth taking a shot? Because I only have so many shots left. Is this picture worth it, or am I going to find something even more beautiful or whatever? It's kind of funny. But now you just got thousands. It's unlimited, an infinite number, or you can just shoot video continuously. It's quite different. No GPS, no GPS, no cell phones. I had to ask people for directions. Yes, I still do that sometimes. I don't have GPS. I don't use GPS. When I first moved to New Hampshire a long time ago, over a decade ago, I got a GPS. They didn't have them in cars at that time, at least in my car. But I got GPS and used it for a little while, just to help. Because when I first got here, I traveled all over the state, just to get a feel for what it was like and find out where I wanted to live and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't use GPS now anymore at all. I got some maps in the car if I need them, but I don't even need them. I don't drive anywhere further than what I know the roads. In California, did you used to be in California? I like nutrition facts. .org. Okay, nutritionx.org. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the U.S. makes USDA has a huge database of nutritional information on all kinds of different types of foods, and they break it down by the macro and micronutrients. It's pretty useful. How not to die? Yeah. I go more vegan. Yeah. Vegan's much better diet. Helps you stay alive longer. I've outlived a lot of my family and friends who were not vegan. So the vegans, I think they say vegans live 11 or 13 years longer, or something like that. I forget what they said. It was 9. Oh, no, I forget how many more. On average, vegans live a lot longer, and it's healthier too. I'm an old person, but I can still go out and hike around and stuff a little bit. So yeah, fast food. I don't like fast food either. I haven't been in a fast food restaurant in probably 20, 30 years. Maybe I've been in a restaurant in a long time. Haven't eaten like a regular restaurant where you sit down and get served and all that. I haven't been in a long time, even before the pandemic. If you'd like to see some Switzerland sometime, join one of my streams. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Let me pull it up here on my computer so I've got it on a tab, and after the stream I can check it out. So I've got it handy here. Yeah, I appreciate you joining my stream. Yeah, you're only the second person that I've talked to on while I've been streaming. I've been on Twitch for a couple of years now, or a couple of years or something like that. But finally got the nerve to start streaming a couple weeks ago almost. I think tomorrow will be my 2 weeks. Yeah. My 2-week stream anniversary on Twitch. 2 weeks. That's my two. I should do that. I should do a stream tomorrow and call it my 2-week stream anniversary. Oh, they've got it in there. Okay, it's 9/1/22. Yeah, so almost 2 years. Just 1 month short of 2 years. Yeah, when I first opened my account, I tried to do. I'm a technical person, right? So I wanted to figure out the technical stuff of streaming. How that was done. Because long time ago, I wrote some software to do some stuff before they had all the stuff built into the browsers now. But I wanted to technically see what it was like, and I tried to stream from FFmpeg, which is a command line tool, and it didn't work. It worked for like 1 or 2 seconds, and then it stopped. Yeah, I use like 8 bots. MooBot. Oh yeah. Yeah, I made one bot. I thought I added 1 or 2 bots to my stream, but I'm not sure. I think I put ButsBot on here, so it cuts in and says something. that might be. I think I put ButsBot on and maybe Nightbot. I forget. Let me look and see if it says what I've got on here. MooBot. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's what I put on there. I thought I put ButsBot on there too. But that's right. Yeah, I put MooBot and I put some commands in there. But I forget what they are. Oh, I accidentally started playing your stream here. Oh yeah, you got some IRLs on there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll have to check out your stream there. Good old ButsBot, yeah. Yeah, I think I set it up and then maybe it just didn't take because I wasn't streaming, and it just disconnected me or something because of that. I'm not sure. Yeah, the reason why I wanted to do IRL, or one of the reasons, there's a lot of reasons to do IRL, I guess, was because I didn't want to, when you're streaming, you got to sit here, right? You got to sit right in one spot and do it for a long time, and that's, especially for an old person, it's probably not good for me to do that. I should probably be out moving around more. So I figured I'd do at least once a week, do an IRL stream, so I can walk around a little bit more. Because not only do I stream, I also watch people's streams too. I got one of those little badges for watching too many hours of Twitch last year. So, yeah, better go outside sometimes. Yeah, especially around here, it's so beautiful. Yeah, if you live in a beautiful area, it's good to get out and see stuff. So. Better go outside. Yeah, maybe I should go outside. It's too hot right now, though. Around here, it's muggy hot. It's going to get really, really hot, and it's really muggy right here now. Because we had all that rain come down last night, and then it's getting hot. So it's some places you can see the stars. Oh, yeah, around here. Oh, yeah, I can see the stars really good here. When it's clear, of course, when there are no clouds and stuff. I'm in a really dark area, so I can see down to. Well, I just the other day I borrowed a telescope. It's just a small 6-inch telescope, because I wanted to find that there's a star that's supposed to go supernova, or it's a periodic nova, so it's going to go nova in sometime before the end of the year, they think. But every 1,000 years or 500 years or something like that, or it goes nova because of the way it's set up. It's called T Corona Borealis is the name of the star. Anyway, it's in this constellation, the constellation Corona Borealis, and it's a really, really dim star. You can't see it with your naked eye, and you can't see it with even binoculars. but I was able to see it with this 6-inch telescope. Yeah, it's called T Corona Borealis. Yeah, CERN. Yeah, CERN. Yeah, that's where this all this came from. All this what we're using right now, right? This is where the web, World Wide Web was born. Was in CERN. Yeah. I wonder what the magnitude of that star is. I don't think it is. Let me look that up right now. See if I can. I'm gonna open up a browser and see if I can. Nope, it didn't open up. I'm gonna open up a browser and look up that star that I was just talking about. And see what it says here. Okay, found it now. Let me see if I can get it onto my stream here. Oh, yeah, it's there. Okay. I'm gonna open up a page here for that star. Whoops. Okay, I think you can do it here. There we go. Now let me make sure my mic is still working because I did something. Yeah, I think it's still working. Let's see. Let me catch up to my chat here. I have dyslexia, so I read very slowly. So this is going to be a challenge for me once I get a few chatters going. Better go outside. In some places you can see the stars. Yeah, we were talking about that. Canon DL, sorry, yeah, 4K Pro Cam. DJI gimbal. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, for a drone, yeah, DJI drone. Do you like CERN? Right, we did. I like Guy Fritz. I don't know who that is because of dark matter. I don't know who that is. Is he a physicist or something? Fritz. Let's see. And James Webb Telescope, especially Pillars of Creation. Oh yes, those images are just outstanding. Those images they've been able to get out of those space-based telescopes. Yeah, they're just incredible. So this is Corona Borealis, and it's in this little thing here. Can you see my? Yeah, you can see my. You can see my cursor here. This thing here. Oh, I can probably click on that, can't I? Yeah, there it is. Corona Borealis is a constellation up in the sky. And so just after when the sun sets, and you can see the stars, this will be to the west. If you're like where we are in the northern hemisphere, it'll be to the west. I think southern hemisphere should be mostly west too. But this little circle here, this red circle is where that star is, and you can't see it. You can't see it with the naked eye. You can't see it with binoculars. But it was right at the limit of what I was able to see with my old eyes on a 6-inch telescope. It was a nice telescope. It's just a regular Newtonian, I think, but it really had really good optics. And yeah, a couple months ago, I went and borrowed that and found that star and was actually able to see it. I think it's at like a magnitude 11 or 13 or something. It's 10th magnitude. Okay. Oh wait. It's okay. Though it had been observed earlier as a 10th magnitude star. Okay. So it's normally a 10, I guess. Let's see here. If they say luminosity. Yeah, so it's I guess it's a 10 normally, but then when it pops, yeah, even when at peak magnitude of 2.5, this recurrent nova is dimmer than about 120 stars in the sky. Yeah. Yeah, 2.5, that's pretty bright. But normally it's a 10, I guess. So, oh, here it is. On Okay, January 16th, February 15th, magnitude 10.5. Nice. So it varies. Yeah, it varies in intensity, and that's how they know when it's ready to pop. I guess they know by the time period. During. Okay, no, it's not every 500 years. It's every 50 years or 670 years or something like that. Because it went in 1946. So okay, interesting. And the way you find the Corona Borealis, a cool way I found to find it is if you can find a Big Dipper. Everybody knows what the Big Dipper looks like, right? And it's got the Big Dipper has its handle, and the last two stars, that handle kind of goes up, and then turns a little bit like that. And if you follow the the path of the handle like this, and follow it all up into the sky, and then follow the path of this part that bends at the very end, the last two stars, and follow that, and follow those two lines, and Corona Borealis is right in between it. So it's kind of like the handle of the Big Dipper is kind of pointing towards Corona Borealis, and that's how you can find Corona Borealis. But you won't be able to find this star, not now. When it pops, you'll be able to see it. So if you like astronomy, this is kind of a cool thing to get to look at. Is to look at Corona Borealis now, before this star has popped. Get to a dark area where you can see all of the stars of it, and look at it and get it familiar with what it looks like now. And then when it pops, you go out again and look at it, and you'll see this extra star, right here, where that little red circle is. That there'll be a new star there showing up when it pops up. And it's kind of interesting because it's a binary star system. Here's this thing here. So there's a red giant, and then this little smaller one, white dwarf, I guess you call it. I don't know what you'd call that at this point. But what it is this smaller one sucks material from the red giant as they orbit each other. And when it gets enough matter into it, it reaches a critical mass and it explodes. It makes a big display in the sky. I mean, if you have a telescope. But yeah, that's kind of interesting stuff. Yeah, a lot of stuff. There's some pretty good astronomy streamers here on Twitch. Moo Hoodles is on almost every night. She's really good. And some other guys out there. There's some really good astronomy streamers out there. Let's see who. Okay, I mean, name names. Let's see the ones that I follow. Let me see here. Am I going to be able to do this? I've got to reconfigure my computer here to find this stuff. Let's see here. Astronomy show. I forget the guy's name right now, but yeah, he's pretty good. He's a small streamer, so you should support him. Support your small streamers. Hint, hint. Yeah, Moo Hoodles. Yeah, she's on most evenings. And there's another one out there. What's his name? I follow him, so I'll find it here pretty quick. Astro Canuck. Yeah, he's just north of me here, up in Canada. Should I type him in here? Maybe I should do that. I don't know how to do this very easily. I'll type him in here so you can see him. Computer's kind of lagging here a little bit. Okay, it'll take me a second here to get this into the chat here. I'll copy him. Okay. Okay, there's Astro Canuck. Did that work? Oh no, wait, I gotta put the whole link in there. Okay, I didn't know. I thought I could just put his thing in there and get it. Okay, we'll do the whole link here. We'll get this figured out. I'm still on my learning curve here and streaming here. There it is. Okay, so there's Astro Canuck and an astronomy show. This computer that I'm working on is kind of slow. Okay, that's the astronomy show. And let's see, this is Moo Hoodles. Copy and paste. There we go. And that's Moo Hoodles. So yeah, if you're looking for good astronomy streamers, Moo Hoodles does. She focuses on what is it called? Astrobiology. You know, the search for life. You know, on other planets and out and all that kind of stuff. That's her favorite thing that she does. I mean, she talks about a lot of stuff, but that's her main focus, her main interest. And she goes through a lot of astronomy news. You know, what's new, what new is happening. You know, she reads articles and gets into all that. And an astronomy show and Astro Canuck actually do live astronomy. They have telescopes and stuff, and they will, you know, show pictures of their telescope images while they're streaming and stuff. So yeah, so those are good streamers if you want to do you know, watch astronomy streams. Oh, sure, you're welcome. Yeah. Yeah, my stream is I'll probably talk about it like this thing here. Occasionally I'll talk about astronomy, but I have a very broad focus. I'm just into a lot of different things, and yeah, you can look at all the tags, and I put a bunch of tags in my about page, so you can see all the different stuff that I'm into. Some of it anyway. So that's a lot of, you know. I'm not sure what I'll end up settling into as far as streaming wise. You know, I'll probably end up talking about a lot of different stuff. I just have varied interests. I've been around a long time, and I'm curious. So I've learned a lot of stuff. So I'll probably be talking about a lot of different things on stream. Oops, let me cut that just in case. Okay. So, Econ Greg. Okay, who are these now? These are other people who are interested in astronomy. Ah, okay, Clear Skies Network. Ah, good. Okay, these are all Twitch streamers then, huh? I'll have to check those out. Okay, good, cool. Appreciate that. Thank you. You have to. I have to check them out. There's so many. I get how many millions or what is there? 60 or 70,000 different streamers on Twitch or something like that. You know, a lot of streamers out there. So you can find just the narrowest niche, you know, of area. You know what your interests are, and find somebody on that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to see new people, all kinds of new, interesting people that you would never meet, you know, in your regular life. That's what's so cool about this, you know. There's so many interesting people out there that are just they either live somewhere that you never go to, or they're just in a different have different interests or whatever that you just would never cross paths. But you're able to meet them and when see them on Twitch, so that's kind of cool. Oh, it's almost noon here, so I'm gonna need to wrap up here in a little bit, an hour and a half. Yeah, I'm not sure where this is gonna take me at this point. Yeah, I'm not sure where this whole streaming thing will take me. I'd have a ton of different interests, that's for sure. So, when marketing wise, if you're trying to sell something, I'm not trying to sell the stream. I just want to talk about interesting stuff. But in terms of attracting people to whatever you're doing, they say to focus on a narrow topic or whatever, like books. I used to work in the publishing industry too. I've done a lot of stuff. That was one thing I did. Worked in the publishing industry, and books are like that. Usually, if you're going to write a book about something, it's better to pick a nice narrow topic rather than to write a book that's just general about a lot of different stuff, because it's just you're more likely to get more people to read your book or buy your book and read your book if it's a very narrow topic. But for people who are like really famous, and have are well-known people, then they can write general stuff, because people will just buy the book because of the name recognition. Audiobooks, yeah, I should probably get into that. I don't know. I don't. With my dyslexia, I can read technical stuff pretty good, but because of my particular disorder, books like novels and narratives and things that have people and places and stuff like that, it's difficult for me to read that and process it. So I don't read like a lot of novels and things like that, but I do read a lot of technical information, stuff like that, because I can read that pretty quickly. But like a novel, it's just difficult for me to understand all the characters and keep track of it and all that while I'm reading. A movie, I can do it. A movie I can watch, and I can keep track of a really intricate plot with lots of different characters and stuff like that. But reading, for some reason, that part of my brain that processes written words just doesn't work so well with that kind of material. It's very good to connect. Yeah, it is. Well, I appreciate you coming to my stream. I wonder if let me see something here. I don't think I have enough people to raid anybody. I can raid E-Room. E-Room's out there. What is he doing? He's doing IRL. You want to learn about a new IRL streamer? Let me see if I can do this here now. So I'm going to try to raid out here. If you hang on, and you can see what E-Room does on his IRL streams. Let's see here. Manage stream together. Oops, I don't know how to do this now. I'm not sure how to make a raid here. Oh, raid name. Oh, that's it? That's all I have to do? You can make it to see all the commands. Oh, okay. Well, I was trying to do it from Stream Manager. I thought there was a way to do it right from Stream Manager to click. Oh wait, here we go. Quick. Oh, okay. Well, let me try that then. I'll try a /raid name. I wonder if I have to do a. Okay. Oh, channel name. Okay. Oh, I see. It was doing it right there. Find someone to raid. Oh, look, they make it so easy. Okay. Don't forget to. No, that's not it. Oh, yes. Yeah, I've seen that before where they'll raid, and then if you go back to their channel is still streaming. It's kind of funny. Sometimes they'll continue talking after they do the raid. It's kind of funny. All right, let me see if I can type this in here. I'm not sure if I need to. Okay, all right, let me see here. I don't know if I have to do an @ sign. Do I have to type in an @ sign? Okay, let's see if that works. Don't forget to end stream. Okay, so I'm going to do a raid here. Don't forget to end stream. Yeah, you could. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you for joining the stream. I'm gonna try this now, this raid, and see if it goes through. I just typed it in. The raid has been created. Oh, here we go. We're on our way. Okay. All right. Well, let me go to my closing credits, and we'll see you on the other side. Thank you for joining my stream, Swiss R. We'll see you soon.
I'm so happy. We spend our life searching for this sense of belonging. Some people die before they fulfill their desires.